Welcome to my channel. My name is Lace and this is Feral Beauty. So get ready with me today. I have to get ready for work and I want to use the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Barely Basic palette, which is funny because honestly I do feel like it is anything but basic. There's like so many colors in there that I know basic bitches would never wear and like the names are hilarious. It's clearly meant for like, you know, content creators and things like that. So there's like, some of the names are subscribe, share, review, holy grail, leggings, pumpkin spice, engagement, hashtag follow, viral, just like all the things. It's really, really cute, but there's a whole bunch of like shimmers and sparkles up top. And then you have this like gradation, and if you want you could just really like work in rows. It's such a great idea. I love this. I really like this palette a bunch. So I want to use this for work today and I want to have fun with it, and I want to do something that I haven't done in years. I want to do two different eye looks that are still cohesive. Now, the trick to doing that is to make sure that you are using the same color value for each shade. So for example, if I want to use this row right here, the green row, and the more orangey neutral row over here, I would do one for one. Like I would put this or this in each inner corner, this or this in the crease, and like one of these on the outer corners. Does that make sense? It's gonna make sense as I go along and I show you. So I worked out, I had coffee, so I'm a little like zing. So I will try not to be like too much, you know? Okay, so I already did my brows and I already prepped my eyes with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. Oh yeah, I don't want any fallout. So I'm gonna put these guys on underneath my eyes. They help, you know? They look a little crazy. They look like I'm about to play some football, but they work, which is all that matters. Okay, I'm ready for eyeshadow. So I think I'm gonna do this side with the green and this side with the like orangey earthy tones. I'm gonna go in with Scrunchy right here and use this green shade. Come on, focus. I'm gonna use that green shade in the crease on this eye. I'll try to make sure I don't have this in your way as I'm applying. So I'm just gonna tap it on first into the crease and swipe. Now I'm gonna use the same color value next to it, this shade, which I believe is Pumpkin Spice. So I'm gonna use that on this side, and same thing, same placement. So see, even though that's more green and that's more like orange, they are the same color value. Like they are the same level of darkness or lightness, you know what I mean? Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the next darkest one on the green side, which is called Subscribe right here. And I'm gonna start placing that on like the outer half of my eye and just blend that in. I feel like you can't see how green it is on the camera, although to be fair, it's not like super green. It's a little more like olive green, you know? And I'm leaving this space for the shimmer and sparkle that we're gonna go in with later, okay? Same thing on this side, but I'm gonna use the next deepest shade here, which is called Comment, if you could see that. So same thing, just outer half. Are you guys watching any good shows right now? I feel like I just started watching on Netflix. It's called Too Much, and it's by Lena Dunham, and it's kind of like the not British version, but it takes place in London. It's like the version of Girls, which is like, I sometimes enjoyed Girls, but sometimes I just found the characters to be so whiny. I basically watched Girls for like Adam Driver and what's his face? I cannot remember his name, but it was his friend. It was his friend that lived in Brooklyn. He was nerdy, the coffee guy. I really enjoyed their characters. They just seemed a lot more interesting than a lot of the rest of the cast. And anyways, so this show is kind of like that. And like, I am not watching it for the main character. She's like very whiny, very kind of annoying. Like I do not like her character at all, but I do like Felix, the love interest. I find his character to be like pretty complex, a lot more interesting than her, you know? Okay, so let's go into this next deep green shade. It's called Whole. I'm gonna put this right on that outer corner here. So yeah, I mean, I'm only like halfway through the show and the episodes are really short. I feel like they're like a little over 20 minutes each, so it's really quick to get through, I feel. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the story develops. It's okay though. It's a good way to pass the time, I guess. I'm definitely more interested in Felix's character. And I just finished watching with my husband Your Friends and Neighbors on Apple. So much better than I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, I really was not expecting much. John Hamm is very like hit or miss. I feel like he did amazing on Mad Men. It's almost like he's typecast to just be this guy in like, I don't know, what was it, the 50s or 60s? He did so well with that. But I've definitely seen him in other roles where I feel like he's trying to be funny, like more comedic, and it does not work. He is not meant to be the funny guy. Like, he's just not. But anyway, it was really, really good. Really good. Like, I'm happy I gave it a shot. I'm happy I watched it. It was good. If you need something to watch, I recommend that. Okay, so for this eye, I'm gonna go in with this deep shade, which is called Review. And same thing on that side. I'm just gonna put it on that outer corner right here. And I'm just blending that, deepening it up, giving it a little bit of dimension. And I wanna start to blend it into this outer bottom part. So I should have done that with the green side over here. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't really like her character in too much. Like, yeah, we're back to that. I really like a strong female character. I just can't really relate to like whiny, I don't know, weak female characters. Like I find it really unrelatable. I'm always just like, be tough, be strong, stand up for yourself. You know what I mean? Don't let people walk all over you. Don't take shit. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Now the fun part. I'm gonna go in with the shimmer sparkle for the inner corners for each eye. So for the green one, it's called Get Ready With Me. Very fitting. So this shade right here, it's got this gorgeous like shift to it. So pretty. And I'm gonna place that with my fingertip onto that inner corner right here. This is gonna be so cute. My clients are gonna be like, something's different. They might not recognize it right away. They might not realize right away, but they're gonna be like, something about your makeup. And I wanna place a little bit of that under here as well. A little bit of that sparkle. And I'm just blending around that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into, it's called FYP, For You page. That is the equivalent for this orange row. And I am just gonna apply that same spot right in here. And again, I'm just gonna blend those edges just so there's not like a harsh line, you know? I hate having like a line of demarcation anywhere. So blend, 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 blend all you need to do, you know? And then I just gotta add a little under here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Tiramisu gel liner. I think I'm done with the palette for now, so if I need to go back in for any colors, it's right here and I could just add to it. It's always easier to add than it is to take away. So I could take these off now. And actually, you know what? Before I start doing that, I actually want to prime my face first. So to prime my skin today, I'm gonna use the Chantecaille Sheer Glow Gold Face Tint. I really like it. It's a gel formula, adds a little bit of shimmer. It plays well with my fair olive skin tone because of that gold. And I'm just gonna apply that all over. But it is so beautiful, so lovely. And don't worry, I'm not done fully blending out the edges of my eyeshadow. I just wanna kind of wait until the rest of my face is done. I don't want to put all that work into blending it out right now. And then like if my foundation gets too close to it and kind of messes it up, like I don't want to have to do it twice, you know? All right, so now while that is drying and setting, I'm gonna go in with my tiramisu and I am gonna line the upper and bottom water lines with this. I figured we'll just keep it neutral for the liner, so that way it'll match both sides. And I'm just kind of dragging it down this way to make those outer corners a little bit darker than the inner corner of the eyeliner. And I'll finish my eyes with possibly liquid liner and mascara after I do my face. All right, so I'm gonna go in with my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate foundation. I use shade 0.3 Ivory Silk. I'm gonna shake it up because it does have sunscreen in it. I mean, you should just shake up your foundation anyway. So typically I use this with my beauty blender. However, I have been using this brush a lot more lately. I've had it for years. And do you ever just kind of like go shopping in your closet, you know, and find things and you're like, why did I stop using you? I really liked you. Why did I stop? You know what I mean? So I started using it again. I'm like, yeah, I do like this brush. Why did I stop? So anyway, I'm gonna use this and see how it goes. And if it doesn't work out so well, then I have this as my backup. So I am going to put this on the back of my hand because I wanna prime my brush. What that means is I'm gonna take my brush and really work the product into it. And that really helps so that you don't over apply the product because it's already like so into the brush that it's not like laying on top of the brush and it's not gonna glob on. It's gonna go on really nice and a lot more natural. And you could always add more. So I'm just gonna apply that all over. Ooh, yeah, it's actually working out really nicely with this brush because I tried using it with a brush before when I first got it and I just wasn't that crazy about it. I don't know why. And so that's why I was using my sponge, but I mean, this is looking really nice actually. I don't think I'm gonna put concealer on. I think I kind of like this slightly natural darkness peeking through. I find like when I have like a deeper eye makeup on, I kind of like that, you know? It just kind of goes together. This foundation, guys, my goodness, it's so beautiful. And I think I'm gonna add just one more pump. And again, really work it into my brush. So like you don't really see it, it's in there, but it's gonna apply it so beautifully. So definitely try that out. Always bring it down your neck. And I feel like my face looks super like pale and blanked out right now, but if you look at my neck, it matches, you know? So don't be fooled by the lights. Okay, so before I put my face powder on, my setting powder, I'm gonna go in and spray my face with setting spray first. So I used my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray and now I'm just drying it. So by spraying your cream or liquid base first before your powder, it really ensures longevity. So it's gonna last you longer throughout the day. And I'm going to work. I want this to be on all day. Just make sure it's nice and dry. Okay, so now for, oh, I gotta fix my hair. You did not tell me it was looking nuts, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my Saie Slip Tint Undetectable Baked Setting Powder in Translucent 1. I've really been liking this lately. It gives a really glowy finish without being shimmery, if that makes sense. All right, and I'm just using a rougher brush, tap off the excess and just set that. So if you do like luminous, glowy skin without really being too overly shimmery, this is a beautiful combo. The Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate with the Saie Slip Tint Pressed Powder. I've also used it with the Saie Translucent Loose Powder, and that's a really beautiful combo as well. Although I will say that the loose powder is definitely more luminous for sure. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass bronzer in Diffused Bronze Light. I like this one a lot for my fair skin. It's not like too orange or too dark or anything like that. I'm just gonna softly apply that over here. I personally like to bring my bronzer down a little further than most people do, but that's just because I feel like I have a longer shaped face. And so I feel like it just balances out my proportions. And that's why makeup is not one size fits all, you know? Every single part of your makeup really should be tailored and customized to you, your face shape, your skin tone, your undertones, all the things, you know? I'm just gonna bring a little up here, not because I'm trying to contour my forehead, because actually my forehead is pretty small. I do this just for a nice cohesive look. Also because realistically, if I was in the sun, that would get a little bit of color to it, you know? Same with my nose. I'm not contouring. I'm just creating some dimension, you know? I do like to contour, but I'm just not contouring right now. But I actually think I do want to make a video for you guys where I am contouring my nose. A little on my chin. Hair looks crazy again. Yep. It's the fun of having bangs when you're showing people how to do makeup, constantly having to move them. Okay, so now I'm gonna blend the edges of this eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go in with a brush that has no product on it, and it is like pretty small. It's a nice detailing brush. And I'm just gonna go in right on those edges and blend around them in like a circular motion, just so that there's no harsh lines anywhere. This really makes such a difference. Like, look how much softer that looks now than that one. Like, that looks really like blunt edged, you know? So same thing on this side. I'm just gonna blend in circular motions around those edges. Like, look how much better that looks now. What is in my hair? I swear, if it's not dog hair, it's lint fuzz. I have no idea. But oof, that looks so much better. Blend. Should I do a winged liner? Do I need a winged liner? I mean, I don't need it, but it does always help. So I'm gonna go in with my new Vive Power Ink liner, and I'm just gonna stick to, again, a deep neutral brown. So I'm just gonna shake that up. This is like my new favorite liquid liner. My favorite for a while was the ones from Saie, but I did finish it up, and yes, they are refillable, but I figured I finished that up. Let me see how this one is, and I really do like it. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna see if I could do this here so you guys could see it as well. And I'm gonna like lower my eyes so they look a little like sleepy, half lidded. And I'm just gonna even that out and pull it out, just like that. Can you see? And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to connect it from, let me see if I could get close for you guys so you can see from here to here. I am just connecting that. So see how that is connected now? So now that it's connected, I'm gonna go in and fill it in. Yeah, that looks good. So see what I did? I basically just half lidded my eye, pulled it out to here, and then connected that, and then just filled it in. So I'm just gonna do that really quick on the other side. And there we go. We've got a wing on both sides. Okay. Now that we've got our wings on, we're gonna go in with the Swede Pro Lash Lift Mascara. Love this. I love both of the Swede mascaras. They are gorgeous. I'm still not done with my face. I'm kind of all over the place, sorry. My makeup could be a little chaotic sometimes. This brush is really interesting too, but it is fantastic. So I go by the root, I rock it, I wiggle it, and then I pull up. Rock, wiggle, pull up. And it really does what it says. It really lifts. I also use the Swede Lash Serum to make them grow, and that's how I get them to look so long, because I also do lash extensions at work, not on myself. I do lash extensions, and so a lot of my clients think that I have lash extensions on. So when I get a new client, they might be like during the consultation, be like, I like yours. What kind of extensions do you have on? And I'm like, I don't. But these are not natural either, in the way that like I use serum, you know, it makes them really long. So look at that difference. Like those are long and lifted and those, they're fine, but nothing much is going on, you know? So same thing on this side. I'm just gonna add another coat onto this side before it gets too dry. We don't want it to look clumpy. And then I'm gonna do the bottom lashes, mostly on the outer corner there. Look at those lashes. Can you even? Because I can't. Nope, I can't. So I'm gonna keep everything else pretty neutral. So whenever I want something more on the neutral side, one of my fallbacks is the MAC Mineralized Blush in Warm Soul. Such a beautiful neutral shade. And I'm just gonna softly apply that over here. But, oh, it's such a beautiful, this has been one of my favorite shades since it first came out. So what, for like 15 years or something? I used to work at MAC, by the way. I worked for MAC for about 7 years. Yeah, it's such a beautiful color. Add a little to the nose if you want. I mean, I don't like to add too much to the nose because I also don't want to look like sick, like I have a cold. I know some people really like that cold girl look, but I'm not trying to look like I've got COVID out here. You know what I mean? So when I do it, not too muchy. All right, for highlight, I'm gonna use shade number 1 from the Prada highlights. I'm just gonna brush that right up here, softly. Up here, a little on the tip of the nose, a little on the bridge. This is very glowy. I'll do a close-up for you in better lighting, and you'll see it's pretty glowy. So if you're more of a matte person, then I would stay away from the base products that I used. I always like to go back in and draw on my beauty marks that I just covered up with my foundation. So I have one right here that I like to bring back. And then I have one over here that I like to bring back, just like that. Okay, so for my lips, I'm gonna go in with the khaki lip pencil from Unearthly Cosmetics. It's this really beautiful kind of grayish tone shade, and I'm just gonna line with that. It's just nice and cool toned neutral, and just blending that. And then I kind of love like mixing these indie grungy things with really high-end luxury products. So I'm gonna go in with my Chantecaille. I cannot read that, oh my God. It's their lipstick in Empower. I think it's like their lip tint or something. It looks like that. It's in the gold packaging. So whatever that is in shade Empower. And I'm just gonna apply that right on top. We're just keeping everything pretty neutral. And then right on top of that, I'm gonna use the Chantecaille lip gloss in Modern. I feel like this is a really pretty combo. I am not happy with these new doe foot applicators from Chantecaille on their glosses. Like, why'd they change it? The brush tip was so much better. Why'd they do this to us? Anyway, beautiful lip combo. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so I am gonna spray on one more time the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I'm just gonna dry that. Okay, so here is some slightly better lighting. So hopefully you can see the green versus the orange. I think it looks really cool. It doesn't look too like, it doesn't look like off-putting. It works, you know? Be brave, do it, try it out. So yeah, and you can see how glowy that skin is. But I like it. I think it's really beautiful. And then I'm just gonna finish off with Voodoo Lily perfume from Heretic. And that's it. So yeah, thanks for getting ready with me. Always fun, always a pleasure. Love hanging out with you guys. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.